Well, here's what not to do when you're trading reversals. Pretty simple here. I lost a solid trade trying to do this exact thing, and it didn't work out very well for me. So what we have today is a nice upward move. Okay, we'll look at like the hourly chart, and we can just see that price has been on a tear since yesterday, which is Monday, moving its way on up. Now, I'm not saying that we need to only look for longs here, but we have this solid, strong momentum. We don't necessarily want to try and get in the way and predict what the top is. I'm looking at my intraday kind of dashboard here, and I've got the Q is up 1.25%. I've got the S&P almost up 1% as well. The Nasdaq futures are also up 1.2, which is about the same. So I see that. What I'm not trying to do is go and take a sell position right here. Although this trade is perfect, right? This is awesome. I have strong momentum to the upside, and so I don't necessarily want to step in front of that. What I'd rather do is try and step in front of these little pullbacks and ride it back up. Pull back here, ride it back up. This one wasn't very clean, but this move was. Same thing here, reverse back up. Same thing down here, reverse back up. What I took was a simple and pretty stupid trade right here. So I tried to go, and maybe I can go to bar replay here and kind of show you what I was looking at this point. All right. So I believe I had a sell. Actually, I know I did. I had a sell horizontal right here. I had a sell position right here. Okay, and I'm thinking that, okay, if price climbs, it's way up here. We're going to hit this. We're going to reverse back down. We've hit this once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. They're kind of the same level in here. I'm thinking we're going to pull back. Had I done this before, I'd be fine. But we test this level, test. Okay. Then we get this next candle, which I jump into the trade, and it's okay, and then it blows right past what I was expecting to do. Now, I try to trade a little heavier when I trade reversals because these trades are going to be typically smaller and the ATR is a little lower. So it didn't really help my cause that we had to run past this bad boy, at least my entry, by 6 or 7 points, right? So a really tough position, and the next candle opened up and even ran further. So I was like, okay, wasn't that best move. And so the learning lesson is like, when we have upward movement or downward movement, we want to take trades with that trend. So we want to catch the micro reversals off of these points. So something down in here makes a ton of sense. Something, even this little move right here, makes a ton of sense. Something even down here makes a lot of sense as well. Riding back up this momentum because the markets are up today. Now, if they're down, then we would just flip this on its head and go, okay, we want to take sells all throughout here and try to catch these. We wouldn't want to try and go buy down here if this was a down day. We'd want to look for the sells. So just an easy, quick tip for us to stay in safer trades is like, let's look for those trades where we can try to go long and capture these moves rather than trying to go short and hoping that like this is the high and then this one's the high. Now this one's the high. It's like, okay, we're gambling at this point. We should probably try to look for this little low right here, ride that back up. Look for these lows in here, ride these back up. This is where the momentum is. Everybody wants to be buying. We need to be buying the same way. So our reversal strategy needs to be a micro reversal strategy, which is pull back, great. Look for the long position, boom, you take that. This would have been really difficult to catch, but if you did, congratulations. Here's a small one here too. Here's some in here. Here's some in here. This one wasn't a crazy one. Let me go back to the actual replay here and see what that looked like actually before. This must have been some sort of news or something. Okay, so not a ton that we could have gleaned from this one, I don't think. Nice little spot. That would have worked out really well actually, had you had a spot right there. That'd have been nuts. That'd have been luck, but that'd have been nuts. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Short, quick one here today is how to stay out of really bad trades is to basically don't fade momentum. Just fade the pullbacks on that momentum and let it run higher. So hopefully that helps. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I am thinking about kind of a new launch of this indicator here, and we'll talk about that a little bit more on Wednesday. But for today, stay safe trading, and I will see you guys tomorrow.